love the slow fade jazz. Welcome to Last Call for episode 29, everyone. Joined by
Hostile takeover. Chris.
Joined by Chris McCarthy and Maggie.
Chris, shut up.
Oh my God.
Episode 29, everyone. And I have a bone to pick with Chris.
Okay.
Bone. Pick it.
Okay.
Picking
Okay,
bones.
guys, if you just listened to the episode, thanks for one. That's great.
Thank
Give us
you.
a 5-star rating
Thank
and
you
review.
so much.
Taking over Chris's role.
I'm
However,
here to reinforce that we use troublemakers as much as we can.
what's up, troublemakers? That's how I talk now. That's my normal voice.
Oh, it's
Everybody's used
not.
to that now. What's up, everyone?
That's the first time I've heard
Voice
that.
Remember to
crack every
smash that
time.
like button and subscribe. Okay, Chris,
Yes.
your mechanic, I love it. I love it. The swarm mentality and just doing general damage. However,
But I
you
hate it.
still have to reward area of effect spells, motherfucker.
I do.
No, you didn't.
Well, it fucks me.
It fucks Minx so hard.
If you have people in the area of effect that you're trying to hit.
No. Think
Well,
about
if
it this
was
way.
7 people that I was
She would
throwing
do
it at.
20. Let's say
It would
she
be
did
21
21.
times 7.
I'm okay.
In that way.
I see where you're coming from.
Because if she did a fireball and
Yes.
she hit, it's 2d10s.
Fireball.
She can hit 20 damage on one person,
Firebolt.
right?
Mhm.
For 20 damage, and you knock 20 damage against your horde, right?
Sure.
But if she cast fireball, the max she can do is like 30 damage for a high level spell, and it's only against
48.
you're treating it as only against one person.
Here's what I will counter that is that I was literally taking away an attack for every 10 damage that you did. These enemies did not all have 10 hit points. So I was rewarding
Yeah.
that in a sense where you were taking away,
Yeah.
you were getting attacks taken away for every 10 hit points that you were doing. If we were doing base stats of all these creatures, all of them would have more than 10 hit points each.
That's very true, but she would be doing 30 damage or something, 21, 30 damage against 10 people. She'd be doing like...
It's more the way that I pictured this fight is that it is a war. There are thousands of troops going on at once.
Yeah.
You're not eradicating these enemies. You're literally just clearing a way through the lines.
Yeah, and I'm upset too because I didn't get to fight with my mom.
That's all he wanted.
Listen, did you have a good time or did you not have a good time?
I had a
good
great
time.
time.
I had a good time.
I had a fantastic
I had the best of time.
I tried to find a mechanic that best simulated what
No.
charging through a
Yeah.
war
No,
would be
and
like.
it you did a really good job.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I just think that if Maggie casted Fireball, it should have done 100 times damage, Chris.
Yeah, flip that head.
I just want to apologize to troublemakers. If you're hearing the stuff in the background, that's just my cat eating food.
Nobody heard anything.
I'm also
I heard
sorry I
some stuff.
swore so much
Oh,
this
wow.
episode. It's definitely a stress reaction.
Oh my
No,
god! In
that was-
comparison to this guy, I'm pointing at Hartley. This guy.
That was fucking awesome. And
There we go.
and it was it clues Hartley's wet dream of just like doing as much damage as humanly possible.
I love a big fight.
Yeah,
I do.
that was
They're
awesome.
always
Fight.
fun.
That was a very satisfying fight.
I hate getting put to sleep.
Yes.
I hate losing senses.
Yes.
That
is
sucks.
what kills me every time.
Mhm.
I
It's
really
the same
wanted.
with like going into darkness and getting stabbed.
4 times.
Stabbed.
And they just constantly, the further
Yeah.
we went, the more they just targeted
Maggie. Yeah.
Just target Minx. She strolls in, she does no damage. They go, let's fuck her up. Let's not fuck up the people killing us. Yeah.
Yeah, well, if it's between her and Massive Clue,
Yeah.
They're
I will
gonna-
say,
yeah,
they're
that's
gonna
the
thin the
only
herd.
thing that I'm more so in Hartley's realm with, where I'm like, if I could have targeted a caster to start with, that would definitely have been my goal.
Right.
I know that wasn't built into the mechanic.
Yeah.
But that's it's like
But-
it makes sense also like
it
in
was
a targeting
it was
standpoint,
more
'cause
a
they could
matter
target
of like
us.
if you are going through a battlefield, I'm not gonna roll for 40 different
No,
enemies.
of course.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna try and make this as simple as possible to
yeah.
try and get us through
Yeah.
this massive battle.
Oh no, it's a mechanic like, but that's the only thing that like
And
yeah,
the
because
way
they
he
could
kind of
target
treated
us,
it,
and
too,
that's
was, like,
it makes sense.
The only enemies that we were actually like removing from the battlefield were the ones causing the effect too. So like
Yeah.
until there was
Each
even
block
one,
was that
so
enemy.
they were all casters.
Yeah.
yeah. So you had to eliminate them
tough.
all to remove
Yeah.
the effect.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was-
Chris, I also must say, I wouldn't know how to mechanically do this in a smarter, better way
Mhm.
at this time at all. Like, I would not be able to run this in like a proper way.
but fuck you. All right.
But also, yeah,
Yeah.
This fight also could have been a lot harder if you guys had not joined
Yeah.
forces at the
Yeah.
end.
I was at the
Yeah,
beginning.
I'm
pretty
glad.
much.
I'm glad we got to do that quickly. That
You
really worked
initiated
out
it.
nicely. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because I think we needed that. Because like, especially when like you ran out from the darkness and went the other way,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then we were
yeah.
able to sort of regroup in that spot again, and then wipe everyone out, clear that dark.
100%.
Like we were in a really good position there.
No.
I really wanted to get like I wanted you to be like trying to affect me with sleep.
Magic.
Well, the way that sleep
But
works,
sleep
it
targets the lower hit points.
Yeah.
The
I
creature
know,
with the lowest.
I know, but I have resistance to sleep. I can't be put to sleep, magical sleep. So
Right, but they
Just
weren't
wanted
attacking
to-
you. They were
I know.
attacking her.
I
Yeah.
know.
Damn.
Listen, guys, I'm sorry the war didn't go the way that you wanted.
Make a better war, Chris.
The war
No,
was
it was
fucking
great.
awesome.
It was really fun. I did love the whole mechanic.
Me too. Proceeding up.
Little chessboard
Little
style.
chessboard.
Yeah.
I also healed you for the what felt like almost the
first time.
I know.
with actual
Yeah.
spells. Yay!
It was so confusing.
I know.
Yeah.
No, the
I
ol-
ran in with the potion.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got confused only at the part where it was like, I think mixing in like casters happening and then layer actions happening because
Yeah.
the term was used. And then I was like, and that's why I got freaked out with the darkness rather than just trying to like
Yeah.
kill everybody out.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, the darkness isn't going to stop. Like, it's going to stay here.
Right.
But then once you said like, if we
Right.
kill everybody, it's going to go down. I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
It's just different in my brain.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case if we were to like clear that quadrant.
Well, yeah,
then we
it's
would,
kind
like,
of effectively
remove-
the layer action operates separately from the attacks.
That's what, yeah.
But
and so
yeah, exactly.
I just got confused. And that's where I was like, no, guys, I have to get out. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
otherwise. Because I
Yeah.
was at like 8 hit points. Or
Yeah, and then
something.
once we confirmed that made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the layer actions were going to take effect as long as there was some form of hit
Yeah.
point on the battlefield in that
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed? And Maggie and I commented on it actually in the episode. So much dice rolling.
Oh, it's crazy
dice?
amount.
A lot of
when
dice.
So many
when
dice.
I throw on, and especially when we start fighting bigger enemies that
Yeah.
like I want to do massive amount of damage to. Here's what like my thought process in an attack sequence is, okay, I'm gonna attack. I roll my 2d20s to see if I hit on both.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Based on that, let's assume I hit on both. Then I roll 2d6 for each attack, so that's 4d6.
Yeah.
If I tack on 4d6 plus 10, then if I tack on a power gauntlet, every charge is another d6.
Yeah.
So if I tack on 1, it's 1, 2, 2. Then if I do a divine smite on each attack is 2d8 for each attack. So that could potentially be another 4d8. It's just so much. And then on top of that is like if we're blessed up,
Mhm.
the d4s to hit the fucking
There's
my
a
God.
lot of modifiers being added. You had your
and then the
blesses.
meridiums.
Yeah.
The d4 for each meridium. Oh my
This
God.
is truly why I don't like martial classes because you got like there's so many numbers.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And I'm like,
So- a
I
lot of dice
like
rolling.
spells.
Would it make more sense for us to like compile?
This
like,
is kind of D&D.
yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, for
Yeah.
example, like, you know, like to make things easier for us, like since we're doing a podcast and we want to kind of roll the dice a bit faster. Like, if, for example, like I won't have it again, but let's say like the deep gnome poison is 4d6s.
Yeah.
I could just roll a 20-sided die and a d4, and that could be essentially the same outcome, right?
What?
What?
A 20-sided die and a d4?
No.
Well, why would you do
Four?
that? Because there's a chance that you just get 2 total damage.
Oh, right.
When you roll 46s, you're getting at minimum 4 damage.
Also,
Guys,
your
At
percentages are just
most
different.
24.
Yeah,
If
there's
anything,
a whole math behind it,
I
Michael.
was just using digital
I was like,
dice.
well, like 4 times 6 is 24, so I could just roll a d20 and
Yeah, you-
4-sided die.
You know that
Wow.
when you know that when you roll a D12
Yes.
for every hit is different from me rolling 2D6s.
Yes, good sir. I now understand. Yeah, sorry. That was a stupid thing to say.
But a lot of
God, I'm so embarrassed.
But you're trying to help the
And
group,
also,
the
beyond
collective.
all of that,
The number's the same.
but beyond all of that, they don't hear it. We cut it out.
It's true. It's true.
Like,
it's true.
It doesn't matter.
I was
really.
just trying to find efficiencies.
Yeah.
But they were silly efficiencies.
I appreciate an efficiency. You know
Digital
that.
dice are handy though. I
Digital
use them
dice
for
makes sense.
mass attacks and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
But that's also because I'm like I don't know. At certain
Like,
points,
there's-
I'm like even fireball. I'm like that's 8d6s.
There's something so fun and tactile about rolling real dice.
Oh.
though,
That's
you
why.
know? It's
That's
like-
why we all
I
do
have
it.
a horde of dice.
Oh,
Which one's that? I think that's that one.
I
We've
don't
lost
know.
a camera in the last call. Second
There-
last call in a
second
row.
last call with a camera lost. Ugh, I feel like I'm going to delete this from the last call. I will.
Delete what? No, you're not.
I just did.
No, you can't.
Why?
Huh? Don't delete it. We're talking D&D.
It's done. You don't edit the last calls. I'll do it. Now I got to do it again.
brutal.
Chris, I had a great time.
Amazing. And at the same time, it's fun because like we finally used a lot of the items that we've had for like
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
long since Tillville.
Yeah. The deep known poison, that was clutch.
That was-
I'm so glad I got to
Yeah.
use
An
that.
additional
agree.
4d6
That's
of
huge.
poison damage every turn is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think in like, you know, like you guys kind of lost out on like the area effect situation, but I think I gained a foothold with that, like being able to essentially use deep known poison
On a horde.
Yeah.
to
That's
inflict
true.
that versus
Well, it
one
came
person.
down to,
Look at that.
to hit.
Yeah.
Compromise.
Yeah, I think
It came
there
down
was
to
a
hit
fair-
numbers. Like
Yeah.
truly, that's it.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Yeah.
whatever could do the maximum, like in one hit,
Yeah.
was truly like the most.
So there was a
useful for
nerf
this.
to area of effect, but a buff to single.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the pool is much lower.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not actually like trolls worth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Chris did the cleave. Hey, I see what you were doing, Chris. There was
He's
thought
thought
behind
about it.
Like I said,
He's
it
thought
makes
about it.
sense, and it does. Like it's not
It just-
something that's easy to balance
it
at all.
still pisses me off. Don't get me wrong.
It made me
Okay.
I'm
significantly
angry.
stronger, and it made Minx significantly less strong.
Yep.
But,
And
like-
Clue was the same.
But,
Clue just does his thing, man.
But
He
this
just-
is also comparatively like I always talk about balancing because Chris's balance is wild for not playing through them or like I don't know properly balancing things in some degree. But like I think that this is technically out of all of the things that we have done, one of the I say this so lightly because I also don't listen, Chris. Plug
Chris,
your ears.
plug your ears.
But like one of the easier ones though for us to get through comparatively to like Oda and Orla, like
Yeah.
the top of the mountain,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we like in the forest with Big B. Like these are all things that like we went down several times.
Yeah.
Like we like
Yeah.
had to use so much like distance and work to get through. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
realistically, this was
It
huge.
also
I think
helped
that's
that
all. Yeah.
I was rolling like a fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was like a big significant like buff too when we all got into the same square.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because that
huge.
made that would have made it if we were all stuck in our own lanes.
I would
and,
have
like,
been
having-
fucked at like the
Yeah.
second row.
Yeah, like the fact that we did that and we did it quickly, like in round 2, and we are just able to move up together. I think that was really important.
But I'll put it in perspective. If you had all gotten to tier 5 or wave 5 individually and in your own squares, at the start, before doing any damage, there were 150 hit points in a square, which means there would have been 15 attacks
Yeah,
and 15 d6 of sleep. So you would have been put out instantly,
everybody.
and you would have gotten 15 attacks all pretty much with advantage.
except for me
Because that's like
because I can't
300.
get sleep.
Like this is 300 hit points that we just avoided
Yeah.
in the top
Yeah,
round,
yeah.
let
Yeah.
alone
Yeah.
the other ones prior. that
Clue
we
would have
didn't.
loved the challenge.
Because
but-
again, how can I kind of visualize and gametize
Yeah.
being surrounded by a countless
Yeah.
horde of enemies?
No, it's good.
Right?
It's good.
Where it's like, okay, like it's a horde kind of mentality, just providing all this damage and like have this collective hit points.
Like I mean, how many
it
turns
would have
was
got
that?
they would have gotten me asleep.
how
15 d6.
How many turns was like that in total? Like full rounds. That was how long did that take?
how long?
About 7 or 8.
Like a
Because
minute?
Because we went
less
it was
than a minute?
5 rounds, but then 1 round, so that was 6, and then we spent an extra
6.
one here, so 7.
So how many rounds in a minute? How many?
10.
10 rounds in a minute.
Okay, so it was less than a minute. So yeah, like, you know, you can really picture it just as like we're slashing through
Well, 'cause I
waves of
think
enemies,
this was the only one I
trying to
stayed in
find
for an
a
extra
hole
round.
to sort of
But we
get
stayed in
through,
this for an
right?
extra round too.
7.
Yeah. So yeah, less than a minute.
Yeah.
I was just saying that like we
Charge through.
charge through, we're
Yeah.
charging, we're like essentially piercing a hole,
Yeah, of
and then it
course.
fills in
Or-
right
or-
away.
And
or-
just
Right?
letting the summer court
Yeah.
fucking loose.
Yeah.
Oh
As
man, yeah.
Yeah, you finally saw the swing of
Right.
the winter unleashing what they've all been kind of
Yeah.
dealing with onto the summer in this one skirmish, where it's like they're having the summer court kin fight against the summer court.
Yeah. Damn.
Are they gonna die? They all gonna die?
Chris, are they gonna die? Are you gonna kill your second plane of existence?
I didn't kill Hallow.
Oh, I don't know about that. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm
Pics are not real.
I'm so
That's not it. That's not
Pixar
the
it didn't
phrase.
happen.
Pixar didn't happen.
Pixar it didn't happen.
Pics are not real.
real.
Pics are not real.
Trust no pick.
Yeah, but then we're past the line.
You're
moving
past the
into-
enemy line.
We're moving further into the equinox towards the
Also,
winter court.
really quickly, I know she's got a mission same as us, but the fact your mom didn't even look for us,
I don't know.
what the fuck, man?
I know.
A silent death? Cause some silent death to clear the path for us,
Well,
all
she
right?
just chopped through real quick, I guess, but I don't know.
Just
Maybe-
try.
maybe-
She never knew. She didn't know how strong you were. She's just like, he'll get through.
Hey, I don't know my mom too well, so it's like, you know, we might
Also-
learn
She's
some
got a
things
job
about
to
it.
do.
She's got a job to do. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's kind of disassociated from you. Like,
Yeah.
like as much as she might love you, I'm like, yeah, she knew what, when you were 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been kind of chill here
did.
without it, to be fair. Like on a
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Like and I don't know, I think Titania's holding some weird power shit over her. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's because I don't like their,
Yeah.
Dynamic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that Kinala's just like, no, bend,
Yeah.
fucking do it.
Yeah.
But it also makes me question, what's up with Titania?
Yeah,
What's
it
up
really
with
does.
Titania?
Yeah, well, I don't know, right? You know, like she's silent death.
Yeah.
She is like a soldier. So like maybe it's the same as Clue. Like when Clue goes into army mode, that's blinders on. Like that's it.
That's
like
true.
nothing else matters, right? It's like go for the mission. So
That's true.
I don't know. I have no idea what she's like.
No idea
you know?
either.
So it's like
Curious to find out because
Yeah.
we're now traveling through
Yeah.
the
Another try
equinox,
for her.
then the winter court.
yeah, I'm very curious.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it in Chris's head. Chris, can you plug your ears?
Again?
Great.
he put his hands
Yeah.
over the headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Super
working.
plugging his ears.
That's totally
The
not
summer court has a Ken. What does a winter court have?
neck.
There's definitely an answer for this.
That you would know?
No, like,
She's trying to come up with a joke. of some
yeah,
kind.
but like, I'm like, there's definitely a lore thing with it. You said Ken, right?
Ken.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm just want to
the
know.
winter-
I'm not even wondering
Like
about
what the tree's name is.
The winter
no,
court
I'm not
has,
even-
has Barbie.
Barbie.
I'm not even talking about.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Well, like, I was trying to think. I was like, what's the opposite of Ken
Yeah,
in the?
Barbie.
Yeah.
What was Michael Cera's character?
Alan.
Alan. They got an Alan.
Of course, the
But,
winter
like-
court would have an Alan.
Alan.
But Ken, when we were entering the summer court, Ken didn't just let us through.
No,
we needed to
a
show
key.
your key.
Yeah.
We don't have a key for the winter
We
court.
also don't know what that way of entry looks
That, well,
like.
that's
at all.
that was my question.
Yeah.
What's the Ken
Yeah.
of the winter court?
I'm so interested.
Uh,
I don't know. I think we do have a key.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who?
which
And
do
I
you
think
think it
it's
is?
in
Do you think
Minx's
it's-
mind.
I was gonna say, well, because
Oh, and my shackles. Maybe I'm both keys.
we got.
Oh my god.
I like the idea of Dylan also just like beeping his shackles like on a
Yeah.
fucking like
Yeah.
tag.
Yeah.
reader.
It's like your
Yeah.
passport at the airport.
Yeah.
Just like scan it and like,
Yeah, 2 episodes it was Clue picking Dylan up and rubbing him against the tree
So
over
funny.
his chest, and now it's just the shackles
Yeah.
that I rub.
Wait, Chris, I have a question, and I know we kind of talked about this off mic because I was just confused, but the rock I picked up long time back.
the one you bought at the Wandering
Auction.
Wonder auction.
Yeah.
Which was cursed.
The Cursed Luckstone. Yes.
That's when I started hearing voices, right?
No.
No.
You
Then
started
ignore
hearing
me.
voices at the start of the campaign.
Yeah.
Great. Never mind then. I was like, maybe that's a key. Nope, fuck that.
You-
No, that's just a cursed item.
That's just a
attached
cursed
to you.
item that's here that I'm also
You're just
ignoring.
doubling. You're just doubling down on the
Just
darkness.
give me more curses.
Yeah.
You started hearing the voice even before you met Dylan and Clue, because in
Yeah.
your flashback 2 weeks before Tillville,
Yeah.
as you were like interacting
Right.
with Merrick, like as you left
It
the shop, you
initiated
just
your
heard a-
journey.
like a Minorita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
That's
Okay.
true.
Well, I was just like, because maybe that's a key in the
Mhm.
rock form. No.
Super interesting.
Yeah, no, you've
But
been
yeah,
hearing
I
this
mean-
voice the entire
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know-
I thought. Yeah. Well, I thought that, and that's where I was just like, it wasn't. But no,
It is.
no
yeah.
rock use.
Honestly,
Just
though,
an
like
honest cursed rock.
if we think about the things that we have to get us into the winter court versus the things that we had to get us into
so
summer
much
court,
more
we
prepped
have
for the bad
more.
side.
We have more winter court stuff.
We actually do.
I got
yeah.
the shackles. You got the
Ooh.
voice.
I think
also-
no. I don't think the shackles are winter court associated at all.
You think they're Faradin?
Well, no, because Titania said that you brought something into the Fae with you. That's what you have that's evil, right? So you brought those shackles with you, then that is they hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're winter court associated at all.
Yeah.
Personally.
There's also twofold of like, if the voice kept pulling me, maybe the voice is just like, come in.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
you've
also-
arrived.
Also within that though, with the vision
Mm-hmm.
and my mom,
Mm-hmm.
Arrow
Ooh,
Maybe?
some
I don't
form
know.
of key. Maybe.
could do a thing. Could do a
It
thing.
could do a thing.
Aren't you supposed to come alone?
We're not there yet.
And we're not there yet.
I just.
I don't
right.
know. I don't want to go.
And also, we didn't see Faradin in that battle at all.
No.
No,
Thank
he's
goodness.
busy. Then,
No.
Well,
I don't think he would waste his time with
but that was the only reason where I was like, hey, Tanya, maybe we make a thing to maybe pull him back from, because he's just been going to his direction the
yes.
whole time.
Yes.
But what would that be?
This is 2
Do you know?
episodes. This is 1 episode ago when we were talking to
Titania.
Titania, and
yeah.
and you mentioned that, yeah,
Where I
yeah.
was
Oh,
like-
like
I
create
thought-
something to pull
Wasn't that the
Faradin.
beginning of this episode?
No.
That was last
This episode started with us
Charging into
charging
battle.
into battle.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, because I was just like, I don't know. It's very like, it's very big bad of him. Like I'm just
Yeah.
picturing like a Voldemort situation after Philosopher's Stone.
Don't
Because
say his
I know,
name.
but it's chasing an object, and so it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's that feeling of like, I'm like, is he going to be stuck at something like in work? Like it's just
we
He's
encounter
stuck
him.
at the gates.
You see
Yeah.
him stuck in like
I
a
don't
know how
spider
to
web.
get
Hello. Yeah.
well, because I'm just like
That's
he
his voice.
I feel
Shit.
like it'll be really obvious when he gets
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
if
of
he
course.
gets it,
Yeah.
and so he must not have it yet.
Yeah, that's true.
And so that's what I'm like.
It's very true.
I'm just like I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm trying to like Eye of Sauron on him, where I'm like make a distraction,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is very much what the fight of
Skirmish of
sisters,
Sisters.
skirmish of
Right.
sisters. Thank you.
Right.
This, like I was like, yeah, that's the entire reason why Kinala was like, this is the best time to pull away sources,
Yeah.
like resources. Like
Yeah.
this
So
is
speaking of pulling away resources, it's going to be sick to, get to the other side, get into the, like, even before entering the Winter Court, we might be able to take a short rest without being attacked by red caps because they're all occupied.
Yeah.
long rest.
Yeah.
I
Probably-
would love a long
Long
rest as
rest.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I need one.
yeah, it's like, it's the question of like, sure, Faradin came in and he started walking with a purpose, but like, is there something that he's like meeting? Is he just sort of like in the Fae and he's just like, he has some sort of like connection to something,
could
but he
be a
has no
Kinala.
idea what it is? He could
Yeah.
be a
Sure.
Kinala. Or is there things already at play that are preparing to
Mm-hmm.
meet with him and like,
Yeah.
things have been arranged?
All very good questions.
Thoughts,
know?
Chris?
Many.
Great.
All I'll say is this. There was always the possibility that Faradin never would have entered the Feywild. We left that up to roll.
That's true.
So
I hate that.
Faradin
I know.
is just an extra entity that is at play in this Feywild.
Which is crazy because then that means there's Erevan Elisir with the relic fighting against the summer court, let's say, potentially.
Yeah.
And that's like one whole fucking thing that's happening and like taking
Yeah.
over the Fae. There's
We're-
that big battle that's happening. And now Faradin is coming in because the whole thing in Hallow that's happening is like
Did we confirm, by the way?
the relics.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did we confirm that the summer court that was fighting for the winter court with the weird eyes stuff, was that all dead summer court that was being controlled by Erevan Elisir?
Well, we didn't confirm that,
We
but
have
they look
no idea.
zombified.
Were they zombified? Were they?
They looked zombified.
They were
Okay,
really
so
zombified,
that's-
bad.
but we don't know.
Our players don't know,
No.
or our characters don't know, but as players, we can assume.
We
that-
can assume from our 2 shots in the Fae.
So
that's-
why does he want to change the balance of things?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
And then, so, is it going to be a thing where like Ferrodin and Vanelliser are going to be going at it for the sword, and we're going to be like the third party on the sidelines trying to get in on this.
I hate
Right? It's like
third parties.
It's like there's completely different forces happening, and like if your voice is a completely different thing, then is that another thing? Like there could be like so many things at
where
play
I'm like,
here.
I don't know if I'm.
How streamlined is all of this?
Yeah, I'm like, how many parties are going after it?
Yeah, which is good for us if there's more than one, because that makes
Maybe.
it. I think so.
I don't know.
That's like that's like some Marvel Endgame shit. Marvel sponsor us if you can.
Fuck you, Marvel. I
we
hate
can't
you.
go a long rest without talking about Marvel.
But I just mean like it could be so many forces at play trying to.
Yeah, and then we just hide out in your little fake little bush and wait for them all to duke it out.
It only fits one.
Well, because Kinala and
True.
Titania
Just Dylan.
had no idea about this whole thing that was going on in Hallow, but in Hallow it was the only thing that was essentially consuming us and all of our time. While here they're dealing with their own fucking
It's a full
shit.
plane of existence. Like,
Oh, Chris. You've spun it. You've spun
La,
a
la, la,
world
la.
within a world within a world. Speaking of which, if you played the game Cocoon, fantastic. It's by the same people that made Inside, I believe.
oh,
Oh, great game.
Yeah, Inside is one of my favorite
sorry.
games. Definitely play Cocoon.
We've smoothly transitioned into what are we playing, watching, reading.
It's 30% off on Steam right now.
Yes.
I can't play it. I only have a
so
Mac.
good. It's so good. It's so good. It is.
It looks
It's got
gross.
it's got a 10 out of 10 rating on Steam, and it is
Can I get it on PlayStation?
rightfully yes, you can.
Oh, sick.
It's so
Sick.
good. It's so good. It is one of the best like indie puzzle games that I've played in
Fuck
quite
yeah.
some time.
nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, very very cool.
Well, I guess that pretty much wraps up this last
guess.
call.
Yeah.
You all three of you looked at me being like,
Yeah, is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I don't know. How's everyone doing? Write it down in the comments. Tell us how you're doing, what you're excited for. If you're thinking about what the next thing's like, what's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen in the winter court?
Yeah.
Do you think my mom is mean?
Do you think Dylan's mom is
Is
the queen
mean.
of air and
Oh.
darkness?
Oh.
Queen
Do you
Allah.
think-
Queen Allah.
Queen Allah.
Wow,
Is Queen
Chris.
Allah mean Allah? We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Troublemakers, smash that like button.
Holy balls.
We're also gonna post on our socials the map that we kind of used throughout
Yes,
this
Yeah.
entire
you're taking
battle.
some pictures of
Yeah.
it. It's not really a
It's-
map. It's more of
It's like
just
a chessboard
grid.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little tally for us.
You did a good job, Chris.
Thank you.
Murder, murder, murder.
You always do so good.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Anyways, that wraps up this last call for Trouble at the Tavern, joined once again by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie. We'll see you next time. Take it away with the slow fade jazz.
Jazz.